My name is Mildred Shikuku. So I went to school in primary in Lungai Primary, and I did my KCPE in 2007. Then I got 386, joined, was called to Lutunga, but couldn't afford it due to school fees, lack of school fees. So I joined the nearby secondary school, Lungai Secondary School. So I joined Lungai in 2009, secondary school. Although fees was still a problem, but it was a bit manageable because it was affordable and near day school. Yeah. But then around nearing half term, my primary school teachers called me back and asked me to repeat for my own good, so that maybe I could get sponsors and go to a word school then. So I went back in 2009. Oh no, actually in 2008. Went back, redid the KCPE, got 388, and then I was called again to Cardinal Lutunga the second time. So it wasn't guaranteed that I'd get sponsorship because results were out, people were joining, I was still at home. There's still the problem of school fees, and as much as I was told maybe repeating will get me sponsors, that didn't happen. So my friends were joining. Okay, they were no longer my friends because my friends had gone the first time. But then this second batch is also going. I'm still at home. So then from help, they call it educating a kid is a community work. Yeah. So I got help from the community, assistance from my class teachers, my headmaster then, Mr. Vaughan, he's now late. Then from part of my family, though not as much. Then I managed to join Cardinal Lutunga almost nearing, we didn't have half term, so it was almost nearing cuts. So people had learned everything, the introduction bits, everyone understands from one introduction, everything is set from introduction. So I was in my stream, I was actually the last person to join. So there were these random assessment tests in Kadi. We did them. I was among the last one because I had not read anything. Yeah, I was just catching up. So, but then exams came, end term exams.
Before that, in primary, I don't know much about her, but when she joined here is where she said she had challenges with school fees. And then Team Foundation came in and helped her. When she came in late, and by then we had started the first cut. First cut, she was tailing, and after that, I think when Team Foundation came in and paid her fees, from that time, from Form 1 to Form 4, she was excelling. She was always number 1. And in fact, even my subject, she was ever number 1. That's business studies. Excelling, that is meaning up to the end that she got an A overall.
My being number 1 started there. I was number 1 in Form 1. Throughout, I don't know if it was, actually, it's not luck, I really worked for it. But then there's this time in Form 3, I wasn't number 1. They were calling positions, then they called me number 3, and the whole school was like, what? So everyone expected like I was always number 1. This time I'm not number 1. So as much as I managed to maintain that position, school fees in Form 1 wasn't easy. Yeah, because joining, I told you, it was a struggle. Assistance here and there, visiting wasn't a thing. Then Form 2, a miracle happened. A miracle in the name of Timonyonyi Foundation. So they From nowhere, I was called by Miss Solo, told that I had been picked by Team Wanyonyi Foundation, an organization. They were looking for a bright and needy student. So apparently I was the one. And I was actually needy then. So they helped me a lot. Team Wanyonyi Foundation, they took over everything. Some things that would have been a struggle. You know, when I think of it now, some students go through high school without calculators, without textbooks actually. But that wasn't a problem. Considering at home, the situation was not so okay. My school situation was totally different. When people would go for school fees, I would even want to join them because I was never called to go to fetch school fees. So they really helped until Form 4, when I did my KCSE. I passed. I got an A plain. Then that is in 2012. Yeah, I got called to Moi University to do actuarial science.
Sasa babake kuaga, aliaga na sikuwa na business yenye nilikuwa nafanya, na nikaanza kufanya biashara tu. Nikaanza kuuza pombe. Nikaanza kuuza pombe, niking'ang'ana, nikimlipia. Na alikuwa ako na ile morali ya kusoma. Sasa alikuwa nafanya bidii hata silali, na ng'ang'ana kuchemsha hiyo changao siku wote. Ndio nilikuwa napata pocket money, nipate chenye anataka kidogo, ndio paka aende shuleni. Nilikuwa na wakati mgumu sana.
So after finishing Form 4, found the results, we were overjoyed. Then the worry came when it's time to join. We don't have school fees. I have to join. So we had lost touch with Team Wanyonyi Foundation. I tried looking. We didn't have contacts then. I tried looking, but I didn't find them. So we have a small land, but we had to again cut a piece of it to let it go to cater for my school fees. It wasn't enough, but actually it wasn't just enough because I paid from here, I paid from home before joining. I paid half of it. Then after, those lines was first year, very long lines. So I've managed through them. Then I reached the desk. I'm told, like, first year we can't admit you without completing first semester school fees. I have joined alone. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. So I'm supposed to get more money to complete first semester fee. So I joined with around 7,000 for upkeep. So the remaining fees was 15. So I had to take 5,000 from the 7,000 that I'm supposed to. I don't know anyone in Moi, but completing fee was a must to get a room because I had booked a room already. So I completed fee. So that was the beginning of the struggle. Eating. Now I can't call home because I've exhausted everything. Money from the land, I was given everything. My mom trusts me with money. She gave me everything to pay school fees. So it wasn't enough. I can't call her to tell her, Mom, food. I've been like that since all through campus. I don't want to stress her because I know at home it's still a struggle. So when she receives a call from me at it's hard. She won't even eat. She's like that. So it was a struggle. I would go with porridge, and I don't know if it could have helped if I told my friends, but I didn't. I used to manage. So from first year, it was hard. Second year was a bit fair, I'd say, because now there was help. But I only got 35. It was something then to me. 35, it seemed a little because we had applied for 50, considering I was an orphan, so I thought I'd get 50. But I got 35. So most of it I paid for school fees. So I worked through it with the little I had until third year, after second year actually. So finishing second year, I received this call after we were remaining with 2 exams to finish second year. So I received this call. I'm told, hello, can you be available in such and such a date? I said, who is it? Then she tells me it's Miss Wanyonyi. I was happy because now it's Team Wanyonyi reaching out, Team Wanyonyi Foundation. They were there for me in high school. They are contacting me now. So I told her I'm remaining with 2 exams, but I will be available on that day. So she told me to contact her immediately after I finish. That's what I did immediately. So I came home. I told my mom. During these 2 long holidays, I used to teach in the Glongai Secondary School, the one that I went back then in Form 1. They used to pay me like peanuts. So, so this time, Miss Wanyonyi contacted me. I reached home, called her. She told me, Team Wanyonyi Foundation needs you. Yeah. So my mom was a bit hesitant for me to go to Nairobi because, I don't know, maybe the stories are Nairobi or someone who has never been there. But Team Wanyonyi was Team Wanyonyi Foundation was heaven sent to me. When I reached in Nairobi, they facilitated my accommodation. I was given someone to walk me around for the first week to help me know Nairobi, though I still got lost like many times. So yeah, then they gave me, they helped me get an internship, which paid me a lot then, considering I was getting peanuts from them. So this time, it's a lot. And then besides that, they also hooked me up with computer classes, ICDL. So I was working from morning to afternoon. Then I take computer classes in the evening for the first month. So second year, after second year, that job, I saved everything. No, part of my earnings, my mom wanted to get a motorbike. I gave her part of it. She added to what she had saved. Then she got a motorbike. So the internship was at Danone. Danone, it's a nutrition company. I don't know if you've heard of it. So considering I'm doing actuarial science, there wasn't a lot I could do. So I was like doing part of everything. Reception, mostly finance, because at least there's a lot of what I'm doing there. Marketing, scanning and typing, all those things interns do. But apart from that, I met people who are out of my class. People who, for the first time, people are communicating in English like the way we are communicating in Kiswahili at home. Hapa nyumbani si huongea Kiswahili a lot. So at Danone, people had class. I met a friend of mine. We made friends with Wangui, some young girl. And I learned that she was driving, almost my age then. We were around 21 then. She's driving and I can't even cross Nairobi roads alone. So those things made me want to change who I was. I think I could have known such things. I needed to be those things, but maybe later. But then this exposure in Nairobi, this exposure that Team Wanyonyi gave me, I'm living the accommodation I was given. We were also living with some other girls, sponsored by Team Wanyonyi Foundation. Yeah, they were in Kibondeni. They used to study in Kibondeni. So I met really nice people, and the money. So the money I used to earn. I told you I saved almost everything apart from getting a new phone, of course, then changing my clothes, of course, because I couldn't come back the way I'd gone to Nairobi. Now I've seen what people have, what I should have. If I went after I went back to campus, people actually told me I'd changed, which I think was good. Change is good. So I saved most of it. Came back third year. I paid, in addition to help, I paid third year fee. At Dandon, I was also given shopping voucher, worth 10,000 for Nakumat. For the first time, went shopping in Nakumat. When I told you, went to back to third year, a whole new person with nice things. Like, you couldn't tell my home situation. You could say I'm one of those cool kids because I have nice stuff. So I paid fees, I had pocket money, I didn't call home. In third year and fourth year, I didn't call to ask for money at home completely. Even my mom would ask, like, why aren't you asking for money? You know, when girls don't ask for money, you start getting concerned. I learned that from her. But I had saved, and most importantly, I understood how the situation at home. So I used part of that money. Fourth year, the same, though she chipped in a bit during second semester, fourth year. Yeah. So yeah, Team Wanyonyi Foundation has been my go-to guy in studies, in campus, especially in high school, in campus too. They have been there for me. They've seen me through. It could have been, I think I could be surviving with porridge a lot if they didn't come. I don't know what would have happened. Maybe someone else, or maybe, I don't know. But I thank God they came through. Yeah, it must, I don't know what happened for us to lose touch in first year and second year, but the time that they came, it meant everything. So I finished fourth year in, if you know Moi, you know that by fourth year it was my fifth year in Moi, so they kept us there a lot. So I graduated in 2018. So after campus, when I was still a young girl in Mombasa, we used to stay in Mombasa. I used to watch our neighbor make some samosas. So I learned that from watching. So after campus, I started selling samosas. Here in the village, I would sell to our customers here. Then those remaining, I would hawk them around. So that's 2018. Before graduation, I sold samosas. A piece, 10 shillings. My mom supports every of our business. Anything we try, my mom is always there to support us. So she'd buy every one of us, including me. So I'm sure of getting 100 shillings from my mom. Then the customers around here. Then I hawk others to Lungai Secondary. So I did that for a while. I saved money, which I used to get my graduation outfit. Yeah, a girl has to look nice on graduation. Yeah, so I got enough actually. Though someone added me 5,000, but I had saved enough to get my brothers and myself clothes, including my mom. So after graduation, I came back. I thought I could still do the same job, but then people started using me as an example. Ati kusoma hata hakuna haja kusoma. Ona huyu amegraduate na anatembeza sambusa. So at first it never used to bother me because I knew what I was getting. Actually, because I was using free firewood, so I was just investing the flour and cooking oil and the green grams. Everything else, firewood especially, I was getting it for free. So it didn't bother me because I was getting like more than double the profit. So I would hawk it. Whatever they said, I had not graduated, so I think it wasn't getting to my head. So now I've graduated. Yeah. So I'm selling to the students in Lungai Secondary, and then I hear I hear one girl whispering at me, do you know she got an A? That thing, like, am I discouraging people to work hard? Like, they'll just get, maybe they also get A's and they won't get jobs. So it was time I get away from home. So it's when I decided to go to Kisumu. Yeah, I got someone hosted me for 1 week. Then I got my own place. I continued selling samosas. I was staying in a place where Kisumu Polytechnic students used to pass. So they were my target market. But then Kisumu has a problem. Kisumu samosas, there are people who sell them at 5 shillings. So maybe I'm there selling mine at 10. I can't afford to sell them at 5 because I need to pay rent and it's the only thing I'm doing. So it didn't work. I just did it for around 5 months or so. I really tried, but then it didn't work. It wasn't working. Then I used the money I had saved and my mom took a loan for me. Then I started an M-Pesa. So I did that M-Pesa. Started selling cooking oil and braids. I did that for a while. Then I started doing writing. So writing was okay. It would pay rent. So M-Pesa, the earnings was little, but I'd still just return them to their business. So doing that, I did that for a while, then decided to expand to a shop, the M-Pesa to a shop. So I've been doing that. Things could have gone wrong, especially in campus. A lot. We've heard of people dropping out in campus. We've heard of girls turning to alternative sources for upkeep. So Team Wanyonyi came in when a lot of things could have gone wrong. So they helped me through that. I owe my graduating, my working hard to Team Wanyonyi Foundation, of course, to my mom too, but Team Wanyonyi, I would really like to say thank you. To the students who are being helped by Team Wanyonyi Foundation, I want to tell you that it's a lifetime of opportunity, because it's not every day someone steps in and decides to help you. They don't know you. In as much, there are many students who are needy and bright, but it's not guaranteed that they get help. So it's a lifetime opportunity to get a chance with Team Wanyonyi. So I'd say you really take that opportunity and put more effort to show gratitude, and more so to benefit yourself, because maybe you don't know, without it you don't know what could become of you.